Hey everybody, it is Justin, your guide into the Yugaverse, and in this video we're going to talk about 3 platforms that I use near regular basis to keep track of the Yugaverse, whether that's, the Otherside-Wiki to keep track of like Kodamaras, Kodas, Frosty's always throwing updates on the board. We're going to take a look at some updates here, as well as take a look at the Otherside-Wiki. But we're also going to go through a little bit deeper because I know that Zharta just threw down some information related to rent a heavy metal, because heavy metal interoperability is inside of Serum City. So we'll take a look at, how Zharta works, just go over a brief overview of how Otherside renting and NFT loans work. We'll take a look at the platform and a couple updates here. But last but not least, Sean from OtherPage also dropped a nice tutorial update, or basically just an update on new features that are getting shipped to OtherPage that we'll take a look as well. I know people can throw down the feature item here, which can also include MBAs too, but we'll take a look at OtherPage and just kind of break it down. I have a couple of assets that I do want to build out. I have not built my heavy metal page out, but I'll just build that out, in this video so you guys can see what's going on. So let's just start with Otherside-Wiki. So the update here is some integrations on our website with special focus on the Kodamara integration. So there's a header. The quick link with floor price for Kodamaras are now added to the top right. There are decimals added for other deed adapted to a 3. They also had some updates related to Apecoin pricing. There's a new index here for adding Kodamaras and Catalyst to the sales feed. There's also more wallet inventory updates like Kodamaras being added, and then Kodamara added value added to portfolio based on aura type floor. So they have some updates there. There's also an update to a wallet table for vessel replaced with Kodamaras. There's also another Discord bot update here where it says they added information on how many fragments have been added. And then additionally, there's a Kodamara browser, so you can add there's more information about browse abilities in the browse view. And there's also information about aura types in the browse view, right? So, and then he also moved aura types in the extra category. And Kodamara previews are added the possibility to filter by aura type. So that's pretty cool. We'll take a look at those updates as well. But oh yeah, I already have this update. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at the Otherside-Wiki. So why use the Otherside-Wiki? This is kind of where I started my channel, honestly. This is kind of the place to get started. If you're looking for a coda or you're wondering what Otherdeeds or Otherside is, you'll be able to check out everything here. Frosty is currently just building out the website, going pretty strong. There's a huge guide on Legends of the Mara that you can take a look through. But, I do like the browse feature probably the most, because most people are looking for, Kodas, Kodamaras, or other deeds themselves. So there's some updates here related to Kodamaras. On the filter side, you can check out how to you can filter by origin role, optics, etc., etc. But again, there's more information, and you can check out everything related to what Kodamara you're looking at. For example, if we open this one up, and it'll pull up it'll pull up everything inside of it, as well as like its traits, whether it's a it evolved from a farmer, its origin rarity is rare, catalyst used, aura type, nascent, aura, its infinite expanse. So if you're looking for a specific aura type, you can check it out here. You can also see the supply of each trait, as well as how many are listed and for what floor price. So again, there's also more information about attack damage speed, damage bonuses, harvest bonuses, everything related to Legends of Mara, the game. There's honestly just a ton of useful information here, based on what it looks like, what it can do inside of the game. And I'm sure that utility will expand over time for the utility of the website to kind of see everything for your Kodamaras. So I like that a lot. It's really useful. This functionality extends over to Kodas, Maras, Vessels, Catalysts, Legends of the Mara loot, relics, and other deeds itself. So that's really useful. There's also more tooling under the tooling tab. You can take a look at wallet inventory. So if you have a wallet and you wanted to, just plug in a specific wallet, you can add a wallet. You can just type in the wallet. You don't have to connect or anything like that. It'll just tell you what's inside, what you got. And additionally, you can take a look at the faraway points calculator too. So again, if you have any heavy metals, you can put in your token ID and it'll tell you how many points you'll have for the faraway ecosystem. So that's pretty useful. You can check it out for Kodas as well as Kodamaras. And then they have other things like price alerts, other side map, other side language, and more analytics too, which kind of goes over things like the hub, holders, as well as charts too, so you can check out everything there. There's also a Legends of Mara dashboard here too. So You can also check trading data. There's a lot of information here with regards to the Otherside-Wiki. I highly recommend you check out everything here because it's pretty important. I like it a lot. But I also want to talk about if you are looking at delving deeper into, whether the Yugaverse ecosystem, whether that extends to Yuga or far away, Zharta Finance is actually one of the nice platforms that I like to take a look at. I know I used it to rent out a coda back in like season 2 of Legends of Tomorrow, or season 3, I forgot which one. I have a video out, but they've now added rent a heavy metal to the platform here. I know Nash made a post here where he said heavy metal interoperability is in Serum City. So hats off to Novel Labs and Faraway for blurring the lines between ecosystems, pushing the boundaries of interoperability and cross-game storytelling. So in this particular example, you would be able to rent out a heavy metal on Zharta to use inside of Serum City. So that's actually really cool. And I'm sure that will play a factor when, I would say in the next season of Legends of Tomorrow, when heavy metals have their own, mode of the game as well. So again, heavy metal renting is going to be pretty interesting too. So again, Zharta Finance just said, I guess today actually, loading is complete. You can now list and rent heavy metals at Zharta. Good luck in Serum City. So Zharta now supports heavy metal, so that is pretty cool. But that renting doesn't just extend to heavy metal. It kind of extends to everything inside of the ecosystem. Whatever they have supported, I know they have a couple of things supported, but how does it work essentially? They have a tab here kind of showing how it works as a renter. There's basically 5 steps. You can select the asset, set the rental duration, approve the transfer, approve rentals, and you'll be done. I actually have a video tutorial. I'll have to link that in the description so you guys can see how that works. But essentially, if you have any unused assets, feel free to rent them out to other players for a fee, or you can rent out the asset yourself if you're deciding to, rent a heavy metal or something like that, or a coda or a Kodamara, and it'll basically pull you over to the other side renting page where they have a V3 update where it says, they have batch auctions where you can rent, list, or manage several assets at once and save on gas and time. You can also have gas-free asset listing and management, so that's pretty cool as well. They also have migration gas refunds as well as more stuff like that. So again, you can learn about more here. They have a link for V3, but we're just going to take a look, just take a look at the basic UI. Again, to break it down, this is kind of like the UI to rent out a coda if you're playing that inside of Legends of the Mara, or a heavy metal, or I think they also have hounds as well. So they have a tab here at the very top where you can basically choose the type of asset that you want to rent, whether that's a coda or a Kodamara or a Mara or another deed expanded, a mutant hound, and heavy metal. So it's actually pretty comprehensive in the assets that they offer. Again, you can kind of see the price per hour. Let me actually zoom in so you guys can see a little bit better here. But basically, you can kind of see, actually, I'll just zoom out just a tiny bit. You can see how much Apecoin it costs per hour as well. So as well as which renter you're going to rent it from and the time it takes for to like the maximum time to rent it. In this Strawberry Kodamara's case, it's like 7 days. 2 hours, 58 minutes. So you can kind of see that total cost as well. You can add it to your cart and you can go through that process if you decide to rent that as well. But they also have Maras, they have other deeds expanded, as well as mutant hounds as well. Mutant hounds is pretty cool because you can also use that inside of Serum City. And then there's also heavy metal, which was the newly added one as well. So that's pretty awesome. That's pretty epic. But yeah, that's basically Otherside renting. Feel free to check that out. Again, there is a filter on the side, so you can filter by price per hour, desired rental duration, what contract it's on, as well as what kind of asset it is. In this case, it's a Kodamara, so you can filter by megas, weapons, or normals, as well as its abilities and other things like that. So I would highly recommend you check out Zharta. I'll make sure to have all those links in the description for Otherside-Wiki and Zharta. But that kind of brings me over to my last platform that I really enjoy, and I'm going to build it out a little bit here. So Sean Nana posted from OtherPage, one of my favorite updates for OtherPage is the ability to prominently feature your Bored Ape made by Apes license next to your avatar. So if you go to customizer profile, you can check out some of the new features they have shipped, and he has a video here that kind of shows how that works. I'll actually zoom out a little bit. You can check it here. He zooms in on a companion, but that can also show off different types of assets, such as licenses. So if you have a specific license, you can drag that into the featured item. It'll kind of show you the license, as well as the game, what type of license it is and what chain it is on. But you can also choose other things like companions as well. Whether that's your Bored Ape Kennel Club, your Coda, your Mara, whatever you want to show off, it's up to you. It's your choice. So that's what I really like about OtherPage. I'm actually going to build out my heavy metal right now. Just kind of go briefly through it because by all means, if you have stuff inside the Yugaverse, you might as well showcase off your avatar. Because I mean, why not, right? You have a bunch of cool shit. So again, he kind of shows off the features here, but I actually want to go over to OtherPage itself. Basically, when you log into OtherPage, I highly recommend you use delegation or warm. Basically, it'll kind of show you your delegated wallets up here at the very top, as well as your primary avatar. So this is the one that you want to show off as your primary, and then you can also connect things like your X or your Discord, whatever that you want. But here I have a couple of things. Of course, I have my wizard up here at the very front, so that's Ozer. I also have my heavy metal, which I will build out a page for you guys right now. And then I also have Elka and Umbra, as well as my mutant hound, and I have a couple of sentinels too. I might have to make a second one here, but why don't we take a look at what it looks like when you guys are building out your page? So when you get started, I already put in my name. I put in my description. I see a couple of different updates here as well. They added in the X. They added in Discord. You can also click share here. But what I really like, you guys will notice, most of you guys will probably show off a bunch of stuff inside of your inventory. What I really like to do is I just like to, drop in my D to the big part. Oops, I accidentally deleted it. But again, you can choose whatever you want to show off. You can show off, right? So again, they actually have the plums here too. That's actually really funny. I didn't know that they added the Athenium items from the wizard cult. That's really funny. But I'll just show off all my allies. I usually put my Kodomars at the top. And then I put my mutant hound here, and I'll put my wizard somewhere. Yeah, I'm gonna put my wizard here, and I'll put my warriors here as well. So that'll be cool. So that's basically what you can do. You can fill out your allies, your inventory. You can show off all your cool stuff. They also have a lore page as well and an inventory. So if you wanted to show off everything else, you can show off what you got. But we're going back to the avatar here. What I really like to do first is probably choose the featured item as well. So I could probably put my featured item here. Of course, I'm probably going to choose... Well, this is companion, so I don't know what's going to filter best with my... Oh, yeah, I'm going to choose my headquarters here. Just my headquarters. Oh, my head is actually in the way of the headquarters. Amazing. But, yeah, basically, you guys can see, you can choose your headquarters. It has a map, too, so that's actually really dank. I like that a lot. The features here are just pretty awesome. But if you wanted to showcase anything else, by all means, you can check out Sean's tutorial there, and you can use that as well. But that's pretty cool. That's pretty epic. Those are the three features those are the three platforms that I use near a regular basis to keep an eye on the Yuga ecosystem, whether that's, checking out my profile, taking a look at things to rent on Zharta. By all means, these are really useful at the end of the season when you guys are just getting really competitive for those leaderboard rewards for Legends of the Mara or Serum City. By all means, you can check that out here. Again, just to recap, TLDR, all the assets are at the top of the tabs here. And then, by all means, Otherside-Wiki is your key to the Otherside metaverse, whether that's data on OtherDs, whether that's data on Codas, whether that's data on vessels or Maras or anything else inside. I'm sure you guys will see more updates come out of the Otherside-Wiki, Zharta, and OtherPage. But anyways, if you guys like this content, hit that like and subscribe button. It's always my pleasure to cover the Yugaverse. By all means, all the links will be in the description so you guys can check it out below. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.